Hi, my name is Matt from Hazleton, Pennsylvania, and this is my MOC called Marvel Madness. It's a street scene supposed to be New York City, depicting a battle between a huge number of villains and superheroes from the Marvel Universe. Anyone you could think of is probably in this scene. I don't know the exact number of pieces. It's got a few hundred minifigures, several hundred LEDs, and some power functions as well. Oh, I could turn on the power functions for you too.
Yeah, that would be great.
Just give me 1 second.
Wow, it looks a lot better. How did you make the bottom part?
So in the back, there's just a support system that supports the back buildings, and that connects to the front subway modules, and then the whole front section connects to the back and clips together, and then all the top buildings and streets can clip into that whole section.
Yeah, I see in the subway you have this moving train. How did you manage to make that?
So I learned from watching a few YouTube videos about how to program with Powered Up. There's a color sensor on the bottom that can detect a yellow tile on one end and a red tile at the other, and you can program it to stop and reverse direction when it sees that color.
Very cool. I see also in the subway there's small details, but for example, how did you make this guy to kick her legs?
So that you take the legs out of the regular minifigure legs and attach them to a bracket with the stud on the back. That way you can pose them at kind of interesting angles instead of your normal, minifigure poses.
Nice. Now moving up into the city, can you tell us how you made these buildings and how did all the city come out?
So I started with the official Daily Bugle and Sanctum Sanctorum sets, which I modified and made a lot bigger, and then the rest of the buildings are all my own creation. I kind of just get an idea in my head and sketch them out on paper first, and then kind of visualize what colors I want them to be, what I want the design to be, and I don't use Studio or any kind of computer software. I kind of just free build and go from there.
Yeah, I see lots of different explosions and different lights. Can you tell us how you ran that through all this MOC?
Yeah, so the buildings and streets on top, they're all built on top of 16 by 16 plates with a brick height, kind of like a mill's plate. So then there's space in between all the plates where I can hide the wires, hide wires for the power functions. That way I can just have the wires poke out at certain spots and connect the figures that have lights or certain explosions. So it's pretty easy when you have the space in between to run the wires.
I see many different mechs and different builds. Are they all Lego, or did you design some of them?
Some of them are Lego design, like the War Machine, but like the things like the Sandman, that's all my design coming through the subway. Groot, that's an official figure, but his extension, so I like to take official Lego things and kind of modify them as I like.
I see this very cool explosion on the building. How did you manage to make all that stick out and not fall down?
It's actually, that was what I was most worried about bringing here. It's very fragile. All the pieces coming out are only really connected by a couple studs to kind of keep all the angles coming out. And then to make the lights look like that, the lighting company I use has a board that kind of mimics explosions at random times, so it kind of looks more random instead of just a constant glow.
This is a very cool MOC. Before we end, would you like to say anything else about it?
No. All I'd say is if you have any ideas in your head, go for it. Even if it's just modifying official Lego sets, that can lead to building other things or inspire you. So. I never thought that I'd be able to build something this big, but it kind of just grows and grows, and it's had a lot of fun doing it.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.